Today, I have taken a burning topic of the accounting for partnership firm, and this particular topic is known as revaluation account. How to prepare the revaluation account without any difficulties. This particular thing you will get idea from this video. Please watch the video till the end. Positively, you will get good idea how to prepare without any difficulties the revaluation account. This particular revaluation account is very much important for your admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, and also change in profit sharing ratio. Remember, revaluation account is the first part for solving a numerical aspect of the partnership numericals. Remember, this is the most important part. If you commit mistake, you will not get marks. So remember how to prepare the revaluation account. You will get idea from this video. Watch it till the end.
Friends, this is revaluation account. I have taken up here revaluation account in this video, and revaluation account is otherwise known as profit and loss adjustment account. Revaluation account is a composition of two words: revaluation. At the time of reconstitution of the partnership firm, the assets will be revalued and the liabilities will be reassessed. So in that particular time, if any assets increase and decreased, and if any value of the liabilities increase and decrease, that you have to record in the revaluation account. So how to record that, you will get idea from this video. So revaluation account is known as profit and loss adjustment account. It is a nominal account, right? Here we will record the change in the value of the assets and the liabilities. Clear? So this is revaluation account. This is the most important part. It will help you for admission, retirement, death, and the change in the profit sharing ratio. When it is prepared? It is prepared at the time of reconstitution of the partnership firm, that is change in profit sharing ratio, admission of a partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner. This is also prepared to adjust the profit and loss of any previous year. That's why it is known as profit and loss adjustment account. Fine. So how to prepare the revaluation account? You have to open one T format account. In that account debit side, you have to note down the decrease in assets, decrease in the value of assets, and increase in the liabilities and unrecorded liabilities. In the credit side, you have to record increase in the value of the assets, decrease in the liabilities, and unrecorded assets. Remember, here I am going to explain with three angles how to record the transaction in the revaluation account. First, we have prepared in the 11th standard that at the time of preparation of financial statement, how to prepare the profit and loss account, trading account. In the trading account debit side, we used to record the expenses and losses, and in the credit side of the trading and profit account, we used to record the incomes and gains. Same way also here. That is the first angle I am telling you. See, revaluation account debit side is known as losses part and the credit side is known as profit part. If in any adjustment, if you get idea that this particular transaction is going for loss or it will make a loss for the firm, then you have to record in the debit side. If that particular transaction will make profit for the firm, then you have to record in the credit side of the revaluation account. This is the first angle. Losses and profit part. Debit side is losses part and the credit side is known as profit part. If the transaction is going to give you the profit, then you have to record in the credit side. If the transaction is going to give you the loss, then you have to record in the debit side. Second angle, journal entry point of view. All of you know that assets are the debit balance and the liabilities are the credit balance. If assets increase, then you have to debit balance, that is debit balance, so you have to record as debit and we have to go for revaluation credit. If assets decrease, a debit balance is going to decrease, so you have to go for credit that asset and debit the revaluation account. Same way also liabilities. Liabilities nature is credit balance. If that has increased, that means credit balance is increasing. Again you have to go for credit. And the revaluation account you have to go for debit. If liability is decreasing, liability is a debit balance, liability is a credit balance. If it is decreasing, then you have to go for debit. So liability account debited to revaluation account. Unrecorded liability, once again credit balance you have not recorded, you have to go for record, that's why you have to go for credit, and revaluation account you have to go for debit. Unrecorded assets is a debit balance, you have not recorded, so you have to go for debit, assets account will be debit, revaluation account will be credit. This is the second angle. Third angle, see, we used to prepare the balance sheet, we know the right hand side is known as asset side and the left hand side is known as the liability side. If assets increase, that means you have to record in the right hand side. If assets decrease, so you have to record in the that is left side. If liability is increased, that is liability increase, so you have to go for the debit part. If liability decrease, so you have to go for the opposite part. So this is the way, which will fit you, that you remember. Clear? So this is the way you have to prepare the revaluation account. In a nutshell, I can say revaluation account, debit side, decrease in assets, increase in liability, unrecorded liability. Credit side, increase in assets, decrease in liability, and your unrecorded assets. Clear? So after preparing or recording the adjustment of the revaluation account, what will be the outcome of the revaluation account? If the total of the credit side is more than the total of the debit side, then you will get revaluation profit. Remember, revaluation profit you have to distribute between the old partner in their old ratio. Same way, if the total of the debit side is more than the total of the credit side, then it's a case of revaluation loss, and the old partner, they have to bear the loss in their old ratio. Remember, once you have prepared the revaluation account, then in the balance sheet, the assets and the liabilities will appear at the revised figure, and the profit and loss you have to distribute, or the partner has to bear in their old ratio, whether it is the case of admission, retirement, death, or change in the profit sharing ratio. Analysis of the adjustment. How to analyze the adjustment? See, if you go through the adjustment related to revaluation account, you will find some prepositions. I have classified the preposition in two ways. One is at, to, for, and the other is by. So if the adjustment, they have mentioned that at, the assets revalued at, the assets has increased to, the assets has decreased to, and the assets revalued for. In this particular at, to, for, these prepositions, in this situation, you have to go for the difference figure between the balance sheet figure and the new figure. Then only you will get that increase and decrease. That increase and decrease you have to record in the amount column of the revaluation account. Remember, in the revaluation account amount column, you have to record the increase and decrease value. Second point, in that revaluation account, I told you that I have classified two ways, that is at, to, for, and the other way is the by. If it has mentioned by, then you have to take out that particular amount, that exact amount that will appear in the amount column. No need to calculate the difference. If in the adjustment it has mentioned that the assets has increased by, liability decreased by, that means that particular amount, it has been increased and it has been decreased. So you have to put that amount, that particular amount in the revaluation account, but you have to check it out whether it has increased or decreased. That part you have to check it out.